Hey there, welcome back to Manotick Stringworks. Glad to have you here. Please like and subscribe and share my videos. All right, so a client dropped off a nice bass. It's a 2017 Fender American Fretless Jazz bass. Sunburst. We're going to do a string change and a setup. Really looking forward to this one. There it is. Ain't she a beauty? Oh, let's not forget those strings. Now there she is on the bench, looking good. Nice leather strap too. New set of flatwounds. And that's the back, so string through body. And go through the bridge too. Fender neck plate, maple neck. I believe it's 2017. It's a nice Fender light tuning machines. So I'm going to start by taking the strap off, and found these plastic strap locks. Kind of cool, sort of like a cam design. You spin them around and then get the oval side of the opening. You can pop them off. Not bad. I'd be worried about busting one off though, you know. Trying to get it off or on. You have to do it in a hurry. I used to use the clips, the little plastic clips that would go on the milk bags. That would work as well. Put those away for safekeeping. And this bass has the truss rod adjustment at the heel, so I have to figure out a way to get a wrench in there. So rooted through my drawer, and I have the ball and hex wrench 3/16, so that should work. Not the best setup, but hey, that's what's on the bass. I noticed when I was playing around with the guitar that there was sort of an intermittent signal coming from the bridge pickup. So I'll just take off the cover and have a peek. And right there's a little frayed wire sticking up, and it was touching the middle lug. So I don't know if that was causing a fault or whatever. And that's, you can see that's the wire that's coming from the bridge to the neck pickup. So let me just trim that off, make sure it's not touching anything. Electronics can be finicky. Just one little wire touching something causes a fault. Something not to work, you could spend hours looking for it. Lucky enough, I flipped it over and saw it right away. So I think that'll work. We'll tighten this back up and test it out. I'll plug it in, the screwdriver test. Yeah, so that seems to have fixed the problem. So yeah, sometimes it's easy, little thing like that. Sometimes it's annoying, you can't find it, so I think it was fine. So I did notice that the string spacing on the bass was a little off. You know, you have the adjustable saddles, like those slots. So I'm just moving those strings to the center of the pickup holes. That's where they should be. Of course, you can play around with them any way you like. You have 3 different slots in each one of the saddles, so you can move it over probably like a millimeter to each side, right? So I'll put them back where they would normally go, and the client can move them if they like later. Let's get these strings off. Just use the power driver to loosen everything up. And I'll snip these off because they're a real pain to try and pull through the body, the bridge and the body. So snip them off. They're going in the garbage anyways, so we'll flip the bass over, push them through. We'll be done with the strings for now. I'll give this fretboard a nice cleaning. Gotta love a fretless bass. So easy to clean up. So easy to oil, condition. No frets in the way. Nothing to level or crown. I do play a fretless bass, not a lot, but you know, I have one. And I enjoy playing it, so it was fun getting this one in the shop. With the little fret markers that are painted on, obviously it makes it a little easier to stay intonated in tune. Give the rest of the bass a little clean. It was a bit dusty and full of, let's call it skin. I am partial to sunburst. So here they are, Flatwounds, D'Addario XL 45 to 100s. Color coded, ball ends. I find it's useful with guitar strings, but bass strings are pretty easy to tell which ones are which. So again, I have this up on my bench vise, flip it over, supported there so I can easily pass the strings through the body, through the bridge. I like doing it that way, a little easier. Alright, so stringing up. So 2 or 3 tuners pass the post that you're putting the string through, or in this case, right? You put it down into the middle of the slot and start winding. So you do that for each one of the strings. So, you know, I've said this a few times before, but, you know, every guitar has a little different tuning height, the post height. So sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3 times past the tuner. You know, you sort of get a hang or a feel for it. At least 2 times past the tuner is good. And I really do like the bass split tuning posts where you flip them right in there. Oh, that doesn't go there. What is going on? Oh, I guess I didn't edit that out. There's a reason why it's not fitting properly. You know, sometimes you have a bit of a brain cramp, eh? And there it is right there. How long is it going to take me to figure it out? Oh, there we go. So we put it on the right post, and let's get back to it. And we'll finish up with the G string. You can use a winder here or your hand. I find with the bass it doesn't take too many windings, so you know, doing it by hand is fine. Alright, so we're going to tune up and then stretch the strings a bit before we start looking at any of the adjustments. Whatever technique you have to stretch the strings, go to town. So now the spacing with the new strings is where we want them, right down the center of the pole pieces. Alright, so just like a fretted guitar or bass, you check the neck relief the same way. 7th fret, we want around 10 to 12 thousandths of an inch relief. Put a capo on the 1st fret position, in this case not the 1st fret, for the 1st fret position, and hold down the string at the body. Now here we're going to adjust that neck by loosening it a little bit, so lefty, we're going to turn it left counterclockwise. Again, I was able to get the ball end of a wrench in there. It's just enough cutaway. I really, don't like that design. Make a bigger cutaway so you can get a right angle hex key in there. But it's set up nicely there, so it's right around, just in between 10 and 12 thousandths. So the 10 just slides under and the 12 was scraping, so 10, 11 thousandths, perfect. So again, string height on this was really high. You can see that's a 6/64 feeler gauge, and it's probably sitting around 8 or 9 right now. So we're going to get this down between 5 and 6/64 of an inch above the 17th fret position. So I use my gauge, I put it on the fretboard, push the string down, lower the string at the saddle, and when you don't hear anything, basically, that's when you know that the string is at the right height. So it's a good way to do it without having to flip the guitar up and down, use a little measuring tool. I'll check, afterwards with the measuring tool and just make sure that we're where we need to be. So after that we do the intonation. And using my little strobo tuner there from Peterson. Again, intonation is relative. So you check it at the 12th fret, open string, fretted note. You can do the octave, or not the octave, but the harmonic, sorry. And here I was trying to adjust the intonation by using the saddle, and I realized, hey, this isn't a screwdriver it needs. It's actually a hex wrench, 7/64. It was black too, so I couldn't really see it. So then I really got a good look at it. I said, oh, okay. Of course I had to fumble around to find the right hex wrench. But it worked smoothly. It's probably a better thing to have a hex wrench just because it doesn't strip out as easily. But not as handy sometimes, right? If you're at a gig or somewhere, everyone's got a screwdriver. Alright, so we'll check the first action, the string height at the 1st fret position. Again, same as a fretted guitar or bass. So this one's at around 20 thousandths, very nice. Just scrape in there, so maybe it's like 19, but it's nice and low, where you want it to be. And then the last thing we'll do here, of course, is the pickup height. So we're looking for around 1/8 on the bass side and 3/32 on the treble side. So that's the space underneath the string to the top of the pole piece on the pickup. So you just go back and forth a few times. Again, using the gauge, I'm not using a measuring device of any sort. It's a lot easier this way. You can do it by feel and by sound. But I just prefer doing it that way. These are brass, of course, so they're not magnetic. They won't stick to the pole piece. And then we're pretty much done. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos. I enjoy making them. It's a lot of fun. And I hope you have a great day. And we'll see you next time. So stay safe, stay healthy. Bye for now.